Oi, pessoal. Hi, guys. Espero que você tenha ótimo dia hoje. I hope you guys are having a great day. I wanted to make a post based on a conversation that I had a few hours ago. I'm actually at work right now. You see my smart on or whatever. And I'm a little bit frustrated, and I don't know if I'm going to make this. Usually when I post my videos, I kind of let it go to the public. You know, it can go to everybody, kids or whatever, but I don't know if this is going to be kid friendly. So bear with me. I had a conversation with a buddy of mine, and he was telling me about, I'll just say a friend, a family member, I'll say it that way, who was married. They are not from this country. They all came over here. Been here for a while though. And she and her husband both are from another country. And I was asking him how's everybody's doing and what have you. He proceeded to tell me that his relative and her husband got a divorce because they found out that she had stepped out on him. And the cause was she, I guess, got a little too comfortable being in the country, started hanging out with her single co-workers who were divorced single, whatever. And I guess, that led to the nightlife, which led to her being bent over probably. Anyway, that pisses me off, and I'm gonna tell you why. It pisses me off that a man, if you know somebody is married, then why the hell would you try to sleep with another man's wife? If you've never been cheated on, that crap hurts. And I'm gonna tell you, it's not a good feeling. So this may come across as judgmental, but if you are out there and you sleeping with somebody's wife, I don't have no respect for you, straight up. I don't judge you because I understand things happen. I understand sometimes people are clandestine. Sometimes they lie. They cover stuff up. They'll tell you that they're not married. And if you're sleeping with a man, or if you're a man sleeping with a woman and one of you are married and you're lying saying that you're not, that's messed up. I started to say something else, but that's messed up. That's messed up. That's real messed up. So anyway, that's one thing that bothered me. Another thing is this. Is it wise when you come to this country? First of all, is it wise to meet somebody in another country and bring them over here? And if so, is it wise for them to be around certain women or men in this country? I'll say it like this. You can't govern people to the point where you restrict who they, well, you know what? Nah, screw that. If my wife is saying that she's cool with somebody and whatever, and I look at this person or I'm around this person, if I don't think this person is cool, if I think this person is up to no good, I'm gonna tell her get the hell away from them because they're no good. Period. Point blank. Fortunately, I don't have that issue. I don't have that issue. Thank goodness I don't have that issue, because my wife will not allow herself to be connected. My wife would not allow herself to be connected with certain people because she knows how they operate, how they think. Now, I'm not saying every woman in America is bad. No, if every guy in America is a creep, I'm not saying that. And if you getting that, you're an idiot. On both sides, you're an idiot. But what I am saying is this: if I am your husband and I see something that you don't see and you're not from here, you need to listen to me. If the shoe's on the other foot and your husband is from another country and you're the wife, and if you're seeing something, he needs to listen to you. I will say this. My wife doesn't hang around single women. Period. She don't. Now, and this is her upbringing. Not me saying we're not doing that. This is her upbringing. And I think because a lot of people who are single, not all, but and then you got married people, but a lot of people who are single, they go out, they sleep around, and they're miserable, then they'll make you think that their life is just the best thing in the world, that you should get like them. They will cause you to look down and minimize what you have, and they will show you their highlight reels. They'll talk to you so you can glorify their life, when in actuality, all they're probably doing is getting stimulated by a sex toy. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's your thing, but most people, we as human beings, we were designed for companionship, to be one with another. And so when people do stuff like that, yeah, man, it makes me mad. It really bothers me when people do stuff like that. And I know it comes across as judgmental. I'm not doing that because I understand that this is life. Things happen. People make decisions. They make bad choices. I've made bad choices. I've made certain decisions that have not always been great. However, to connect yourself with someone and piss on what you say, what you already have that's good, and say to hell with all of that, I don't care. I don't want a good guy. I want a thug. Because for the most part, and I know the person's spouse, good guy, real good guy, ex-spouse, good guy, good man, a man of honor. But sometimes, man, people don't want that. They want some nigga out here in the street that'll just bend them over at random and dog them out, and then trade them off and pass them off to their friends. Because that's all they're going to do. You're not from here. You don't know how they operate. So if you're coming from another country and you come to America, be very careful who you connect yourself with. If you're dating somebody in another country and you feel like, well, I don't, I may just move over here because I don't want, then that's your prerogative. You can do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if they come over here, just give them the information, because some people, not that they are so naive that they just can't control themselves or whatever, they're just going to be overtaken with the spirit of America. I'm not saying that, but some people are baited and weaned into that. It starts out with, hey, let's go out for lunch. Hey, let me get you this because you're new. And next thing you know, they're in the club. Nothing wrong with clubs. But if you're a married woman, what you got? What business you got doing? Why are you hanging out with single women, kicking it with them all the time? I read a quote yesterday, and it says that sometimes we damage what we have by fantasizing the things that we don't. And so you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. So I'm gonna get off of here because I definitely don't want to say nothing that I'm really, really like. I just don't want to say nothing wrong. But please, man, y'all be careful out there. Like, straight up, y'all be careful out there, because there's some wolves out here and they do not care. The pump and dump crowd, they just want to get as many notches in their belts as they can, and then they'll make videos and pass you off to their friends. And so be very careful. Be very, very careful. So anyway, man, y'all have a good day. This is your man, Larry, the American Brazilian. I'm saying out there, Bravi. I'll talk to you guys later. And, I'm going to calm down a little bit. But it always hurts me when I hear things like this, because it just bothers me. It's senseless. And, unfortunately, after this person is probably going to get used up, they'll probably come back and try to get with the good guy. And who knows, somebody else, he'll be done scooped up somebody else. Or if he does take them back, now, it's like, what do you have? Because the person that you know is not there anymore. So tread lightly, man. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Everybody dies. And let me say something else. Kevin Samuels has this saying, and for those of you who listen to his content, he will say it at certain times, that with men, there's always a low-level threat of violence, right? Now, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the news. There's an increased rate in suicide and murders, and usually, unfortunately, a lot of it is domestic. when you are a man, or anybody, I'll say it that way, and you are messing with somebody else's spouse or significant other, and you know about it, you could possibly lose your life. You could. Because some people are willing to go the distance. Some people, they just throw caution to the wind, rationale, and they say, you know what? He or she is mine, and if you mess with them, even though they participated, I'm going to kill them and I'm going to kill you. And I'm, of course, not advocating that, and I don't think it's the right thing to do. I think if somebody decides they don't want to be with you, then at that point, I'll say this, before you cheat on the person, just be man or woman enough to say, you know what, I don't think this is working out. Let me do this. But I understand sometimes that's too much like right. And it's easier just to do something that you think you can get away with. I know people personally that were in situations that they were messing with somebody who was either married or in a committed relationship, and unfortunately they lost their lives. Some people didn't know, some people knew and still did it. Either way, they're not here anymore. And I'm not judging them, I'm just saying you have to be very careful. Somebody once said that people don't do what they know, they do what they believe. And I'll make that make sense. You know smoking kills you, but you continue to smoke because you don't believe that it's going to kill you. You don't believe it's going to kill you, but you know it kills people, right? Or some people say, well, I don't smoke. Okay, I'll make it even plainer. You know that walking out in the middle of traffic in rush hour, let's just say when cars are going 60, 70 miles an hour, you know if stepping in front of one of those cars, if you step in front of one of those cars, you'll get hit and most likely die. But because you believe that you will, you're not going to do it. So my advice to anybody is to listen, I understand things happen. I understand sometimes people are put in situations where things occur and they just like, you know what, I didn't intend for this to happen. It just happened or whatever. I get that. But to knowingly do something like that, and then again, I guess people don't just happen to you know what I'm saying? You know. And for anybody who will say, well, yeah, people do deceive you. People will say that they're not in a relationship or they're not married and they are. And yes, that does happen. But you also have to use common sense. Typically, when you're getting to know someone, they have a degree of predictability. And it's not odd or unusual. In other words, if it's a situation where you never go to their house, or every time you meet them, it's in a clandestine, secretive type way. You can't call them at certain hours. They disappear and then they reappear. Chances are they got somebody. And, you know, it's a situation where if you're not careful, you could be a statistic. So I would probably just, get away from that situation. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here and enjoy my day. I've calmed down, and I apologize if I offended anybody, but it's one of those situations where I felt like I just had to say what I had to say, and I calmed myself down, or at least I was tame. I'll say it that way. And anyway, Até Brava. This is your man Larry, the American Brazilian. Enjoy your day. Talk to you later. É verdade.